Kanpai. Good morning and hello. We have made it to Nagano and it is snowing so much that the snow is like fluffy, like flower petals. But I'm really excited for today's video because we are obviously in Nagano and we are staying at a sake brewery, and attached to the brewery is Kurabito Stay, which is just a really cool and unique experience. I'm gonna go inside and catch up with everybody because we're doing a 1-night, 2-day sake brewing experience, learning all about sake and what it means to be a sake brewery and this dying industry that is trying to survive and keep the culture alive here in Japan.
Everything here will be sake because this is a sake place.
Hi, I'm the owner and the founder of Kurabito Stay. Just press the button like this, and then you can get, as long as you press, you can get sake.
The lens.
You guys have a
You look so massive inside of it. Wait, how tall are you? I guess 6'4".
Getting in and out here.
Oh my gosh, this is cool. I love the tatami. Our rooms are so tiny and cozy. So the facility upstairs where we're at, the brewers used to stay here during the working season, and they would all sleep together in the same big room, and they would do that previously instead of traveling back and forth to their hometowns. But in like modern times they don't have to do that anymore. So the accommodation, renovating it to accommodate guests, is such a clever idea. It's very cozy in these spaces. I love the tatami mats, the washi doors. Some of the rooms have views, like mine has one of the snow-capped Alps. And if you are coming, you will need to pack very lightly because there's not space for anything other than your body and maybe a bag.
Sun's my face. I think of you and all my troubles. I'll come without a trace from all the things that are you. I know our love will see us through. Don't you think?
Here's the lobby community table where we're checking in. Everybody's getting ready. But when you stay here, I love this. You have free-flowing access to sake the entire time you're here. You can just come over here and pick out a glass. Actually, I might as well maybe. You just pop it here, press the button. Doing that with one hand, and it's spilling, but that's okay. Little welcome drink, but you have access to this anytime you are staying on the property. You can also get any of these sakes. And then one of my favorite things that they have, it's so smart, are these turmeric extract drinks. I actually posted about these on my Instagram. The Uka no Chikara, it's Japan's famous hangover cure. It's made with turmeric, ginger root, and cow liver extract. This is a must if you plan on doing any drinking while you're here. Kanpai. Ooh, very sweet and refreshing. It's actually kind of fitting in like the little rainbow glass. I love this. So we are about to begin the sake experience, right? Like learning about sake. So we do have to put our hair up and take all of our jewelry off. Changed and ready for the tour. We all had to scrub in order to enter the facility, so we had to sanitize and clean our shoes, and then we actually changed our shoes into boots, and we had to clean and sanitize our hands a specific way. There's a lot of particularities that go into sake making, which I didn't expect, but now I have a better appreciation for.
Rice was polished, there's little filters on that left. And if you make your rice with that, if you're gonna use rice unwashed, then you're gonna have more sticky and it becomes really difficult to dissolve in the fermentation. We soak it so it absorbs water inside. It absorbs water. Okay, and that will help then later when we put the mold on it, that the mold can grow into the rice. And it also kills all the germs on it when we then steam it. Okay, when we steam it, we have to make sure that when we steam it, that the inside keeps the moist, but the outside is more dry. That's why we don't cook it, because then the mold will go inside. It's looking for the humidity, for the water, so it's gonna grow inside, and that will make all the rice easily dissolve. So this is what actually this is rice with the koji mold on it.
Yeah, good sake. Called the sugar. So sugar means maybe half.
9. See, I can smell the number of the
Wait.
yeast.
It smells like a fruit smoothie.
Yeah, but what is it?
Like pineapple or something.
Yeah, but that's very close.
Really?
What?
A banana.
Banana. It's banana. It's the number 9. Who creates a banana flavor? Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I was like, it smells like a smoothie I had at 7-Eleven.
The yeast create a lot of yeast. Otherwise, the yeast will die. Okay. Warm it up 1 or 2 degrees, a little bit, so that the yeast starts to become back active. Okay. Then we turn it off because we don't want the yeast comes. And slowly over time, over 2 weeks.
Adjust it.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see how to bubbling.
Yeah, you're gonna see the activation. Yeah.
They were actually putting us to work making this sake, and I learned that it's a very labor-intensive job. And I don't have footage from a lot of the work that we were doing over the 2 days because we weren't allowed phones and cameras inside. That was just to protect the sanitation of the facility. But on day 2, it was really fun because everyone got to participate in radio taiso before we began our day. This is a traditional Japanese exercise in the morning to get your body moving, and it's so that nobody gets hurt. And this is what they do every day at the sake brewery before they start their day, which is a very labor-intensive job.
Screwed up now.
Oh my gosh.
20 seconds.
No, not swimming in the...
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Great. So keep wash rice. Okay, keep washing. Yes, nice reason. Good washing. Yeah.
Tell me when to.
After 30 seconds after. Okay. So adjust the. Okay. So let's go the 90-degree change.
Right.
Yeah, you should. You can.
Tell me when.
Yes.
Now?
Now. Yeah. Now. Okay. Yes. Nice. Keep washing. Great job.
So glad I didn't go to the gym.
Okay, so half time to 10 seconds. Oh, keep washing. So you should say keep washing or something. I mean there, it's on a half time to, yes, half time, so hungry, great, good sound, great. Okay, so keep washing. Okay, so last 30 seconds to finish. Yep, you can do it. Hang in there. Okay, so let's turn the 90 degrees. Yeah. You assist, please.
What do I do?
90%, 90 degrees. Okay, there. Yes, okay. So last 10 seconds. Good washing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So come put on this blue box, please, and the 2 times bucket to pour in. Okay, one more bucket, each bucket. So you're gonna move it this area. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good job. Good job. And below the water. Yes, great. Wow. Perfect. situations. Okay, or yeah. More thinly. Thinner.
Okay.
So, like even.
We are inside the brewery and they are steaming all of the rice that we prepared yesterday. Again, we were not allowed to bring in our cameras because we have to sanitize our hands. But right now we have a little bit of a break for filming and photography. And then we're gonna wash our hands after. But they're really big on sanitation. This was rice that we all washed as a group yesterday and they are steaming today for the next hour. It's actually a really incredible process. So I'll probably put in some vertical video footage of what's been going on because one of our friends, Carl, who is like a sake connoisseur, like expert, he's been teaching us so much on this trip. So yeah, we're just learning all about the process and it is very long, very tedious, very hard work. The rice steam makes for the best facials. We basically just finished our crash course on making sake. A lot of the portions of the experience, we couldn't even take our phones inside with us. So no cameras and no phones. And it wasn't because of a privacy issue. It's because they're very strict and take it sanitation extremely seriously. Because the sake and the rice that we were cleaning will eventually actually be sake that goes into people's homes and that they consume and enjoy. What I learned from the experience itself is that sake makers are athletes. Not only are they really physically working on just like cleaning the sake by hand, but they're working in extreme conditions, like very cold water, very cold conditions. It's very like laborious. Of course, they can take shortcuts when it comes to sake brewing, but you will never get the same results. So doing everything by hand is the best practice. I also learned that Japan's sake consumption domestically is down almost 60%. So from 50 years ago, because people are drinking wine and beer and other spirits. So a lot of sake businesses in Japan are hurting because of that. So if you see sake in your country outside of Japan, please enjoy it. They really want to share their culture with you around sake and spirits because it's such a crucial role in Japanese history. So right now we're actually just having a little bit of downtime and we're gonna go get dinner. So dinner is not on the property, but they have partnerships with other restaurants and cafes in the area. So instead of doing dinner on the property or lunch, we actually are just going to one of the partnered businesses to have our dinner through our experience, which they also really like and value because since they're a small business, they also like supporting other local small businesses in the area. So it's all coming full circle. Dinner was a really cool experience. We actually walked only 8 to 10 minutes from the brewery and we had a coursed dinner with seasonal and local ingredients. So everything that you see that we're eating is from Saku and the surrounding area. And then we also had a sake pairing because of course that is the theme of the video.
Good morning, you guys. I slept so amazing, like a rock. And I also just like levitated out of bed because we have to go downstairs and start breakfast right at 7 a.m. I heard it's amazing and I cannot wait to see what it's all about.
The secret to a long life. I was told that a local grandmother from the neighborhood was preparing our breakfast and she was so cute, you guys. She made us a very traditional Japanese breakfast that was really nutritious so that we would have enough energy to get our day started. I also got to try amazake, which is a fermented rice drink. It's kind of sweet like a porridge and it came from the rice at the brewery.
I'm gonna explain what the concept of shimabu and polishing rice is. What you see here is brown rice, is the regular rice that actually comes from the rice field. But when we use that, the outer layers will create more off flavors, bitter flavors for sake. So we're gonna polish it so we get more to the center of the starch. Because sake rice, the starch, that will create those beautiful flavors, and the alcohol sits in the center. So we're gonna remove the outer layers, and here we have different ones. So we have here like 60%, that means 40% is removed. Shimabu has 40. When you look at the sake bottle, you're gonna see already most of the time on the back a label that is water, of course, but you will see on the back a percentage. And if you see like 30, 60, 80, you know right away if it's 80%, 20% is removed, and it will be more robust flavors. The lower you go, the more clearer flavors you create. And you can see here the differences between the seeds of like here 60% and 39%. So we're gonna see that. You can literally see the differences. Now, how long does it take? Well, if you do 20%, it will take maybe a day. But if you're gonna go to 50%, 30%, it can take days and days to do that.
The town that we are in is called Saku, and it is very famous for their sake production. The environment that we're in, from the altitude to the temperature of the ground to the controlled temperatures of the humidity in the air, and also having access to Japan's longest, cleanest river makes it the perfect environment for sake production. So there are 13 breweries in this town, and even though it's like kind of grown over time, it's just like a historically famous area for sake production. And a lot of the sake breweries, they were telling us, really work together and celebrate each other. It's not like a big competitive thing. The whole point of them even like loving and celebrating sake is because they want people to enjoy it. They want people to experience different types of sakes and spirits that come from rice production. So it's just really cool to be a part of this. We are only staying one night. So we did 2 days worth of experiences in one night, but you can do a 3-day experience learning about sake production. And right now we are actually about to do our closing ceremony, which is so sad to say goodbye to everybody. But if you are curious about learning about Japanese culture and things like this, please come to Japan and get outside of the city, because these are the type of experiences and old crafts that are dying in Japan. And I just think it's so important to learn about it and keep the spirit and the culture alive. So let's go do our opening ceremony before we check out.
We are now do closing ceremony. Okay? We are finishing now our program. じゃあですね、まず最初にお一人お一人お名前を呼びます。We call your name. And when you call your name, you come to in front of Tyler 社長 and you wear this because you are 何ていうのかな、recognized as a sake brewer of きつくらsake brewery. かっこいい。
こちらに立って。クラビトステイお疲れ様でございました。おめでとうございます。ありがとうございます。
As a Japanese person, I never expect to learn like a lot this much at Sake Brewery. First time in Nagano Sake Brewery, so it was a great experience. Thank you so much.
Sake, Japanese sake, but this time I did like a lot of activity with them, and I learned more.
Please share your comment, impression.
If even the like English is not the first language, thank you so much for all the help.
You know, I always think of like backup plans if influencing doesn't work. You always should have a plan. And I really liked making sake, so maybe this is, you know, in the future.
Each time I know when you're gonna have a cup of sake, you will remember this trip, you will remember our friendship, but also you will appreciate how much time and effort it takes to make sake.
Very much, and congratulations.
So yesterday you washed the rice, and then this morning steam the rice, and then we went to the koji room, and then you make the koji. Then after the work, so the Toji-san, the master of brewer, he will take care of the koji we created this morning. So he will take another month to make the koji. Make the sake.
If you want to stay at a sake brewery while you visit Japan, I will put the link to Kurabito Stay in the description. This is honestly one of the top 10 experiences that I've had since living here, so I think it would make a really memorable and unique experience for you to have on your trip to Japan. And if you're interested in supporting the sake industry in Japan from afar, you can simply engage with this video, give it a thumbs up, send it to a friend, or let us know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next adventure.